Hey everyone, RogueGold here. Welcome back to the Division 2. The public test server for Title Update 21 for the game went live yesterday. It is primarily focused on testing out the new gear, weapons, and exotics that we have coming in the update as we covered in the patch notes on Thursday. I did stream a bunch of my testing within the PTS yesterday. Thank you to anybody who tuned into that. But now I'm back with a few more hours under my belt. And what I really wanted to do was a video on what I walked away the most impressed by from the PTS. And surprisingly, it wasn't any of the new pieces specifically, it was the Diamondback exotic rifle. Now, in large part, that is thanks to the buff and slight rework that the exotic received with this update, but also because some of the new rifle build options in general that this update is introducing make this thing quite strong. So, my main goal in this video is just to highlight some of those changes that are coming to the weapon and show you some gameplay. We'll get right to it, but if you enjoy coverage on the Division 2 like this and you want to see more, then be sure to click that subscribe button. I would be greatly appreciative. But let's dive right in. Alright, now there are three components to the changes that they made to the Diamondback exotic rifle, and let's go through those one by one. To begin with, it has gotten a damage increase, a pretty minimal one. From what we can tell, it's around 4%, so that's not a ton, of course, but it still helps. Then we have the mag size. Now, the patch notes for the TU21 PTS stated that the mag would be going from 5, as it is in the live game, to 6. However, in the PTS, when you go in and play, the base magazine is 8. So I don't know which one of those two is intended, but, whichever one they end up going for, the more bullets, the better. And lastly, we have the talent change. Now, previously, and as is in the live game right now, the talent starts out by saying the Diamondback randomly marks an enemy. Now, it will say the Diamondback randomly marks an enemy within 20 meters. If no enemies are within 20 meters, it marks the closest enemy to you. Now, on paper, that might not seem like a huge change, and in gameplay, I wouldn't say it's like dramatically different either. However, by making the game prioritize marking enemies closer to you, in my experience so far, that has made the combat with the gun flow a lot more naturally, because it just takes away some of the randomness, some of the chance that it could mark an enemy way far away that you're going to have a lot harder time hitting and trying to ignore the ones near you. You can more reliably tag the ones close to you, get the buff going, and go from there. Now, this is the build that I've used in the gameplay for this video. Just keep in mind, I'm not advertising this as the best in slot or the optimal build or anything like that. It's just what has felt good to me so far in my limited playtime on the PTS. Mainly, I'm utilizing some of the new rifle bonuses we have in build making here. With the breaking point gear set, the 2-piece gives you 25% rifle damage, and by using 2 pieces of the SP Zoo brand set, I'm getting 20% rifle damage and 15% mag size. Of course, utilizing the Ninja Bike backpack to get those bonuses. We also have then Fox's Prayer and all this other good stuff. And in general, as far as the pieces go, I think that is really what we kind of needed to make rifle builds a bit more relevant in the game, was to just give them more options in build making, because it seemed more limited compared to some of the other weapon archetypes. So it was definitely very satisfying to put this build together, and it came together quite well, I think. I mixed in Headhunter as well. That's been fun. There's plenty of other options though. There's a lot of ways you could take this. Ultimately, as we transition into some more gameplay here, I want you all to be the judge. As I said, from my time on the PTS so far, the Diamondback is what I've walked away with the most impressed by, but I would be very curious to hear y'all's thoughts or whatever else has stuck out to you from the PTS, whether you've played it, whether you've watched it. What are you thinking? As I said, I'm going to leave you all with some more raw gameplay of the Diamondback that I was using here on Heroic, but for now, that's going to do it for me, everybody. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. RogueGold. Out.
Reinforcements incoming.
Will be remembered.
Detecting additional hostile contacts.